So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video will be so interesting video because in this video I am going to explain you a very beautiful story. The story's name is A Tale of Two Birds. Yes guys, I know that you know this story, and this story has lots of beautiful things in this story, and I think that you also can learn lot of things from this story. For this story also could be a motivational story and also lots of things, and today I am going to explain you this story, not to tell you this story. We always think that to explain and tell there are lots of differences, but I say you that no, they are like same to same, but to explain a story, explaining story is so important. Always remember, explaining story is so important for us, for our like speaking power, for our speaking everything. Because to explain a story there are lots of things that we do with the story. Like in your mother tongue also, when we learn something, when we hear something, then first always remember, then in that time we hear the story, now we have to say to our elders, our brothers, to anyone, in that time we explain them story. In that time we like remove lots of sentence, we tell you the same topic but in another way, in our own words, in our own style. For this, explaining story is so important. For this today I am going to explain you this story. I also put there lots of sentence in this story also. So let's start this story. This story is very beautiful. The story's name is A Tale of Two Birds. So once upon a time there was a mother bird. Like there was a bird, and she has two child baby, like small baby, bird baby, and the mother bird always take care of her two little kids, of their eating style, of their eat food, everything. Like she take a full great care of her baby. But time was spent when it is the season of the very fast, like rainy season. One day there was a very big storm in the forest. Everywhere there are lots of lightning, flashing, and just raining very heavily. And then the mother bird was so frightened at that time, because her baby is not so grew up. They are like little ones, they born some days ago. For this she was very like annoyed in that time, and she also very frightened at that time. Now just he cover her baby, and suddenly, you also can't believe that, suddenly a very big branches that hit the tree, and the baby bird fell down in the ground and he died. Yes, I know guys that this thing is so annoyed for us, but what we could do this is a story. Like take a story like a story. So now the mother bird just fell down in the ground and then she died. This thing is very annoyed, but the two baby birds, what happened in that time, the two baby birds also fell down in the another, like not so far, closer, but in another place. The first baby fell down near a cave of some robbers, and the other also fell down near a ashram of a rishis ashram. Now you also can think that how it will be possible. The first one fell down near a cave of robbers, and the other fell down near a ashram of a rishi. So that happened, the whole chapter is over, and now time wasted by lots of years ago, the baby birds also grew up, and one day the king of the kingdom, the whole kingdom of a country, suddenly came in the forest for to hunt some animal. He was in his horse, and suddenly the king saw a deer, but the deer is so beautiful, and then the king was set up in his mind that I have to hunt this deer. For this, the deer also clever, he just go deeper and deeper in the forest, and the king also follow the deer. But suddenly, in lots of time just going, the king also running, and suddenly in one time the king remembered that he forgot his way. Now how it keep possible? He also forgot, he also don't know from where he came. For this he was very sad in that time. Now what he could do in that time? He get off his horse, and then he set up and waiting a shade of a tree for her soldiers. They came and give him a way. And when he just sitting thinking that how he return to his kingdom, suddenly he heard a voice, a very sweet voice, but it is very horrible. Suddenly a hoarse voice say, the king also heard that, come brothers, come, there are a king's seat in the shade of my tree, come. And the king has lots of scrolls, jewelers, and also lots of gold things, come and stole the all of king. And then the king was very surprised. He looked around, nothing, no one. And he looked in the tree, like this tree, you also can imagine this tree. He saw a bird calling their friends, calling the robbers to came and stole everything of the king. And then the king was surprised. Now who is this bird? The bird is the same bird who fell down near a cave of robbers. And he was surprised in the time. He had not any time to think about the another things. For this he again sat in his horse and just ran away very fast, because he also know that if I wait a minute also, then the robbers will come. Set up in his horse and run away very fast. And after a mile later, he saw a very beautiful cottage. This cottage is so beautiful and he also want to stay a moment. For this he just go near of the cottage. First time he also think that it could be a ashram, but he was not sure in that time. For this he just go near to the cottage, walk and walk. Suddenly he heard another voice from a tree. This voice say to her welcome the king. This voice say that come king, come and take some rest. There's lots of cold water in the ashram, come and come. I saw that you are very tired, come you and your horse and just take some rest. He was surprised. He suddenly looked at the tree. There was the another bird, same to same like the first one, but this bird just welcome to the king, but the another just called her. Then he was very surprised. He was shocked. His whole brain is like this. But after a moment the rishi came, and then the king said to the rishi that why the same birds different, he also brown color and the other also brown, why this is? And then the rishi tell him everything, that that the one and the another is the friend one another. They are the brothers. They always meet together, play together, but their nature, their everything is different. The first one live with the robbers. For this he always listen what the robber said. For this he also said like the robber, but my bird is mine. I always try to give him good manners. I always invite people. For this he also try to invite you. So this is the difference. Now the king also shocked, but after a moment when he just talking with the rishi, her soldiers came. And then the king had to go now. For this he said to the rishi bye bye, and then he came back to his kingdom. And this story is India at that time. Now you also will be so surprised that how one brother, two brothers, how they are so different, because everything is depend on our backgrounds, in which place we live. You also think about this. If there are any wrong thing happened with us, if you hear lots of bad things repeatedly, round surrounded you, if there everyone say different things, say bad things, that you also learn the everything. You also try to say this, and in that time nothing, anyone also can't change it. Everything depends on our nature, to our background. How our background is good, our everything will be so good. But if there are lots of wrong thing happened with us, then we also can't improve our thing. For this always remember, try to make a good background, a surrounded you, try to give them everything, try to better them. For this when we do this, then we can do anything for our life, for our work success. So now guys, I think that I could understand you what is the moral of the story and what is the story also. This story is very beautiful. I think that you also learn something from this story. Now guys, I think that I have to end this video. If you like this story, so please subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, like this video. To a great mind, nothing is limited. Thank you.